Hey, Andrew. Thank you so
Hey,
much.
Robin.
Hey, hey, just sitting here on a snowy afternoon in Lexington. I don't know how it is where you are,
It's
but
foggy here. It's like it's got this drizzle. I just went for a walk with my friends in the woods, and it's just all that drizzling going on.
I'm really glad you said that because when I'm thinking about, and the reason why we're here is to talk about the upcoming weekend retreat and reflect on the one that you and I were at together last October.
All
And
right.
one of the things I'm thinking about is like having cozy space to drop into our hearts and dive into it.
Mhm.
And it's snowing here, it's raining there, and it's like I've got the fire going, and I don't know how you feel, and that was one of the things I wanted to ask you was like, how was that weekend retreat for you? Like, what images or what words come to mind when you think about being there a couple months ago?
Well, certainly the coziness is there. I mean, it's because it's you've chosen such a nice space to have it in, and it felt contained, and someplace you could laugh and have fun, and yet so that was great. I remember the exercises we did around the five elements are the things that stick most in my mind, just because you had designed this set of exercises that dealt with kind of all these different elements. It's both the physical element and then, thought element. I can't remember all of them right now, other than I remember it made an impression.
Yeah.
But in terms of, and you set it up so we had these different stations. So it gave us a chance to, to feel and go into, earth and fire and water and air and ether, um, from these different perspectives.
Yeah.
Um, so as far as the content that I enjoyed, and then just the meals and the camaraderie,
Mm.
again, laughing comes in, just being able to have fun with each other, but combine that with learning something new.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I mean, of course I remember that, but I loved that exercise. And as I reflect on it, I remember we were focused a lot on our bodies and how connected we felt or didn't feel to our bodies. And of course, the weekend is all about coming back to love. So there's all these opportunities, right, to explore, like you said, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically.
And physically, right?
To
Yeah,
open up.
and it's like it's all about experience, right? So it's all about providing these opportunities to have some experience and reflect on those experiences. So having the body work for the earth, then having a hot tub for the
Yeah.
water.
Yes. I
Or
love
was
that.
that fire? No, I think that was water. But anyway,
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. Water was like the emotion, right? Like
right,
how connected or not connected to our emotions. And the water flowing was representing that.
right.
And
You had a word for each one of the stations, I
yeah,
think.
that was a great
And
experience.
yeah, and the thing I also enjoy so much about your workshops, and I've told you before, is this idea that although you have a framework when you start out, that you have this flexibility so that as the group, as you see who shows up and how they show up, you have this intuitive ability to be able to make those shifts in what we're doing. And that I think is just a theme that I see in most, all of your workshops.
Yeah, thank you. I do have a plan, but you know what they say about plans. Yeah, because I'm tuning into who's there, to who am I in that moment, who's present
Yeah,
for the workshop, and then I'm listening for guidance from the divine, and it's always so supportive and right on with what's needed. And
right.
I'm grateful to have that capacity to listen deeply and to create a sacred space. So I'm really looking forward to the one coming up in February. And the seasons are something that impacts, being there. And so again, snow, the rain, it's wintertime here, at least here, people are, likely to come from all over, but it becomes such a cozy space in winter with the hot tub and the snow outside and the warmth of our hearts and our connection inside. So
Well, I think this is the first time I know I get your mailings and everything, but maybe the first time I heard of it. So now I have something to go back
yeah,
and consider. Take a look at my calendar.
good. Sounds
Good.
good. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me to share about the weekend retreats.
Of course. Thanks for calling.
Mwah. You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.